Comparative financial statement data for Carmano Company appear below. Carmano paid dividends of $14 during 2009. Use the indirect method to prepare a statement of cash flows for 2009 and calculate free cash flows. The $14 dividends paid by Carmano represent a use of cash and are classified as a financing activity. Recall, our cash flow statement is broken down into three parts: operating, investing, and financing activities. By convention, the first item in our operating activities is net income. We can see from Carmano's income statement that net income was $35. Also notice that our net income of $35 minus the $14 in dividends gives us the $21 change in retained earnings, because recall, with our cash flow statement, we're trying to explain the change in cash by looking at the changes in balance sheet accounts. So the $21 change in retained earnings is composed of two parts: net income, which is classified as an operating activity, and the dividends that we paid, which is a use, classified as a financing activity. Let's continue down with our balance sheet. Accounts receivable decreased during the year from $24 to $22. A decrease in assets represents a source of cash, so we have a $2 increase in operating cash flows. Inventories increased from $40 to $50. This represents a $10 decrease in operating cash flows. The next item on our balance sheet is plant and equipment. Plant and equipment increased from $200 to $240. This represents a $40 use of cash and is classified as an investing activity. The change in accumulated depreciation of $15 represents our depreciation expense, and by convention, it's listed as the second item in our cash flow statement under net income. Next, let's move down to our liabilities. Our accounts payable increased from $36 to $40. An increase in liabilities represents a source of cash. The change in common stock of $5, it increased from 145 to 150, is classified as a financing activity, and it too is a source of cash. Now that we've explained all the changes in our balance sheet accounts, let's add up the cash flows in each section. Our operating cash flows sum to $46. Our investing cash flows are negative $40, and the cash flows used in financing activities is negative $9. We can then add together these three numbers to calculate our net change in cash. 46 minus 40 minus 9 gives us a $3 decrease in cash. The last step then in building our cash flow statement is to make sure that this reconciles with our beginning and ending cash balances. Our beginning cash balance is the 2008 balance of $6. So we take our beginning cash of $6, subtract the $3 change in cash, and sure enough, that agrees with our ending cash balance of $3. We're also asked to calculate Carmano's free cash flow. Free cash flow is operating cash flows minus capital expenditures minus dividends. Carmano's operating cash flows were $46. We subtract the $40 spent on plant and equipment, and then the $14 we paid for dividends. Carmano's free cash flows were negative $8.